It gets even more interesting. They looked at the oxytocin levels. When I first thought, I thought, what are they looking at oxytocin for? Those of you in healthcare, or those of you moms who had scheduled deliveries of your babies, you remember you got an oxytocin injection, remember that? You say to your obstetrician, I want to deliver on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. So they give you a big injection of oxytocin, and it induces uterine contraction and cervical relaxation, and you deliver your child at Tuesday, 8 a.m. or so. But oxytocin is proven to be far more than just a drug you give somebody to induce delivery. So what does oxytocin do? What would happen if we raised your oxytocin? Now we're going to get beyond these mouse data. A lot of this is human data now. Well, I don't know if you know this. Oxytocin is a hormone of love. I'm sure you've heard that. But it's so powerful, they're actually giving it during marital counseling to encourage empathy for your partner's feelings. It's being given to kids with autistic spectrum disorder because they have a problem with engagement and looking in the eye kind of stuff, and schizophrenics. So they're giving it to kids with autism and people with schizophrenia, and they're having some success in generating empathy and engagement. It increases bone density a lot. So this got big pharma, those people, all excited. But they don't want to give you oxytocin because they don't care to make only a few $100 million. They try to change it so it can be patent protectable and they can make billions of dollars. So they won't sell you oxytocin. You can get oxytocin, by the way, but you won't get it from a drug company. They don't want to sell you oxytocin. It's too cheap. They want something that can charge you hundreds to thousands to tens of thousands of dollars per month. So they're busy making derivatives so they can have Sally Fields and people like that have commercials on TV and sell you this stuff. But you can do this on your own without the interference and the profiteering of big pharma. You lose weight. Mice lose weight, and now we know humans lose weight. The Chinese did a very interesting study. They gave intranasal oxytocin, so not by lactobacillus reuteri, but intranasal, which you can get, by the way, 24 units 4 times a day, versus placebo, okay? No change in diet, no change in exercise, nothing. Just say, here, John, take oxytocin intranasal, or I won't tell you what it is, versus placebo, okay? What happens over 2 months? Placebo, nothing happens, right? No surprise. Oxytocin, 19.8 pounds lost. Huge. Nothing does that. This was oxytocin intranasal now. I'm not encouraging you to buy intranasal oxytocin. You can order it from Singapore, but without a prescription, I mean. But I think there's a better way to do it. But I'm just telling you that's how this science was done. So extravagant, a big pharma, of course, wants to do this, but they're not going to sell you oxytocin, right? They don't want pennies, they want billions of dollars. So they're going to come up with a derivative in the coming years, and you'll hear all about it on TV and commercials, right? But you have access potentially to this other strategy to increase your oxytocin. It is an incredibly potent appetite suppressant. It's hard to believe how powerful it is. And it seems to work more the heavier you are. So if you're skinny and don't need to lose weight, you probably won't get much of an anorexigenic effect. But it is the most powerful appetite suppressant I have ever come across. So much so, if I had a beautiful big piece of cheesecake for you and you haven't eaten in 12 hours, you'd say, I don't want any. It's that powerful. And that's an oxytocin effect, okay? Oxytocin causes anorexigenic. Not anorexia, but something different. Yeah, that's a pathological form. It overcomes leptin resistance. You've heard of leptin resistance, right? It's one of the reasons why people who gain weight, who have type 2 diabetes, can't lose weight because they're resistant. Oxytocin circumvents that. It gets beyond it. Increased muscle, we're going to talk about that. Reduced insulin resistance. It changes body composition. Now you know that, at least based on the mouse data and now the human data, there's a dramatic increase in skin thickness and increased collagen. So all you ladies know, right? What happens to skin as we age? You lose collagen, elasticity. That's exactly right. Because collagen is responsible for elasticity. So here we have a way to increase collagen, not by a little bit, right? Like collagen hydrolysates or bone broth. We're talking about magnificent increases. Now,